internet was terrible. It's terrible.
Okay. So Dajana, once again, and Valentina, please remain muted. And Maria Alejandra, Paternina, and Mayra are going to are going to start with today's presentation about the
We start?
perfect. Yeah, surprise! We listen to you.
Hello, guys. Hello, my classmates. Today, Mayra and me, we are going to explain about the best way to choose, I don't know, the schools. And Mayra is going to start.
Okay, and our perfect education system is based in the study for love.
And I think the best way is that, for example, you can establish your basic subjects, such like Spanish, in Colombian, of course, Spanish, mathematics, and that subjects is como, it's like a basic, and the rest you can choose like free, whatever you want.
Yes. And about the uniform, we say that the people can choose if she wear uniform or not, because sometimes the uniform might not be motivated.
Motivated.
Yes, and it's better for us that the people choose if if they want use or not.
And that's it.
About no, and about the hours of study. About the hours of study, and we say that it's better that the students no study more or 9 hours in the day, and the school can send homeworks, but the student make it for this for their own decision, just to practice and to learn more, not for a score.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Okay, nice. Okay, nice, good. Okay, so I have tried to summarize what you were talking about. So, of course, education based on love. Okay, based on love. Optional subjects. Okay, yeah. Uniforms. Sorry, are not mandatory. It's an option too. No more than 9 hours a day of study. And homework is optional, okay? If the student wants to do it, it's because maybe he or she wants to learn more, okay? Yeah?
Yes.
Very good. Now let me draw a line here in order to like, whoosh, yeah. And now here, well, you can mute. I'm going to mute for you, okay? Good. Dajana and Valentina, it's your time to shine.
Good evening.
Good.
And our rules are in first and about the school uniform. Children can wear a school uniform, and I mean some students have clothes for going to the school and some no. So they use a school uniform. Second, and the teacher have to do creative and strategies and methodologies, and that is fun and enjoyment for the students and like a significant learning. And the third, and the school have to relaxing environment.
It's my turn, yes?
Yes, number 4 now.
Yes, number 4, the students can use a cell phone when it's necessary, be like an emergency. The other way, like a research can use the library. Is more useful than a cell phone. Uh, the students must learn another language, like a French or Mandarin. And finally, this is encourage the student to learning with strategies and methodologies funny, because the students in the classroom always with your face is like boring. That's not the way if they can learn.
Oh, okay, that's it. Good, good. Okay, now it's time to compare. Okay, according to Mayra and Alejandra, education needs to be based on love, which I think it's important, really important. Maybe not love, but like the whole thing, principles, values, what makes you a person. I like the idea of having optional subjects. Like if now that, for instance, I would like, because both of you like had the option of learning something different. Um, in the case of Dayana and Valentina, it was learning another language, I think, apart from English and Spanish, which is our mother tongue. Okay, so both of you have the idea of having something like optional. Uniforms, I think when we go to university, we have like the freedom to wear the clothes we want, and it feels good because that's the way you want to express yourself. Okay. Um, According to Diana and Valentina, okay, I like the idea of having a relaxing environment because you can feel free to give your opinion to the whole class without being judged. Um, I like that idea. I like the fact of having dynamic classes. I think that's the way we can summarize what you two wanted to say. Dynamic classes are important with teachers using good strategies and different activities like games and things like that. Good. Um, this is
Like music, as teacher Brian every day,
Yes, like a Mr.
Praxis.
Brian.
okay. I think homework is optional. I like that idea. I like my students to be autonomous. Okay, so when homework is optional and you want to learn more, I think you give your students like the option to go like and expand everything they know. They can discover new things. It's different when you assign like you have to do this and da. Maybe the
Teacher,
person.
I am not that. I'm not agree with all with you because it's depend. For example,
No, I mean
o
for
sea, nosotros porque tenemos un coeficiente intelectual bastante amplio y sabemos que si queremos aprender más tenemos que estudiar más. Pero no le podemos, o sea, no podemos hacer eso con unos niños pequeños porque pues obviamente ellos necesitan, digamos, como la estructura de
do you
estudiar.
Yeah, do you remember Finland education system? For instance, students start going to schools when they are at the age of 7. Students at that time are um, autonomous enough, okay, not to say completely, but autonomous enough to say if they want to explore new things, okay? Yeah, I agree with the fact that sometimes, and when we talked about the little ones, yes, they need our guidance. We need to be there for them, okay? There are some things that need to be taught, but especially in high school and universities, I think homework should be optional. I mean, not should, must be optional. Okay. Um, I agree with, I think it was Diana, the one who mentioned the idea of students having the opportunity to use their phone when necessary. Okay, I think at most private schools that happen, and when maybe your dad is like an important politician, and maybe he or she needs to call you. Oh, sorry, well, I'm talking about your dad. He needs to call you. Okay, it's an emergency, something you can use it, and and I think the most important thing, like in order to think of like the perfect education system, is having good teachers. If we don't have good teachers, it's like impossible. A good teacher means the person is dynamic. A good teacher means the person motivates students to do something new, to be creative. I mean, if we have a good teacher, then we have a good education. And maybe sometimes we cannot have like these tools. It cannot be the best classroom. Sometimes it cannot be like the best environment. But if we have a really good teacher, that can change the whole thing. Okay, thank you. It was really interesting. I loved everything you shared. It was nice. It was nice. Good exercise. Okay, it's time to continue. Give me a second. The next part of today's class, this is going to be TN, the last 27 minutes of it. We're going to talk about some special words and skills you need to develop. Today's goals at the end of today's class are understand connected speech and understand. Well, we are not going to cover that part, the use of make and do. Okay, that's something that's going to be covered next week. But so far, uh, understand connected speech. I used did a lot. Trust me when I tell you that I used connected speech like every single time I speak in English. And what's connected speech? Well, you may be wondering, like, teacher, what's that? All right, connected speech is when we connect. It sounds in English, okay? Let's imagine that the word finishes in a consonant and the next word starts with a vowel. We connect the words so that it's easier to say it when speaking. Okay, that's connected speech, and today we're going to talk about it. It is not necessary to work as a group. I would like each one of you to share something about the questions I'm going to ask you all. So, what is your favorite word in English? Okay, what is your favorite word in English, and why do you like it? Okay, I'm going to start. Pay attention. My favorite word, I'm going to write it in the chat section for you to know it, is the word desire. Desire. Okay. I
I want
like.
desire.
Yeah. First of all, I like that word because of the song, and apart from that, I like the meaning it has behind it. Okay, when you desire something, or the word itself, desire, you talked about wishes. Okay, you talked about things that maybe are difficult to reach for you in your life, but are kind of your goals. Um, when I was like in the first semester of my career, my degree, I said to myself, Brian, you need to speak French fluently. And when I was like in sixth semester, I was one of the best in the class. I was at the top of it. Um, in English, it was pretty much the same, and that was something I desired at the beginning. And I think when you wish something, you can like attract what maybe you think you want. Okay, we have the power, okay, to set what's going to happen in the future. I don't think we need to be lucky. I think we can do our own luck. Okay, that's my favorite word. Write down yours and tell me why do you like it. Sorry, you can use dictionary. You want to like look for a strange word or something like that. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Okay, Maria Paterina, control or control? Okay, a control. Okay,
Control.
control. Okay, to control something. The verb. Okay, why do you like it? Tell us, tell us.
I don't know. Maybe because I like have a control of many situations. I mean, mm, I don't know how to say that, but that's my favorite word.
Okay, well, okay, good, good. I think we all understood like your idea, what you wanted to say. Diana says, wonderful. Wow.
And teacher, it's according to sometimes with my attitude with different situations.
Okay, I don't want to say you are a bossy person because that's what a bossy person looks. No, you are like maybe you like to feel you have the control of things. Okay, you are not bossy. It's not like you have to do this, blah blah blah. But you like to have.
No, 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 no. But sometimes I have a control.
Okay, good. Diana says wonderful. Why? Why do you? Yeah, it's a really good. Wonderful. Okay.
I like the song in English, wonderful.
Uh-huh.
In this time, I'm trying to do all the things that before había
You
dejado,
couldn't.
de hacer.
Okay.
Uh, so when I am doing that things, uh, I feel that everything is wonderful.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Good. I like that. Okay. And Mayra says the goodbye. The goodbyes. Okay. Why? Your yes, definitely. I knew that was your vibes. Okay. Tell us.
Okay, for me, it's not a word, it's phrases, goodbyes. And I have, in fact, I have a tattoo with this phrase. And I like because I really like the people who has good vibes. And I
I
say,
thought you were going to say tattoos. Oh
come
yeah.
here.
Okay.
And because I think that I don't know, but I can feel the vibe of the energy of the other person of the people, and I can feel also when these vibes are good. And I like when the people is humilde, I don't know how to say,
Humble or
and don't
kind?
want to cause how okay
Humble.
when the people don't humble, yes, and when the people don't want don't try to cause pain in other people's and other people, and with the people sorry, the pet
Okay.
and, and I don't know, that's it. When
Okay,
the people
good.
is good.
Okay. Maybe it's not just me. I think everybody has like, or well, I don't know, but I feel sometimes like, I think we all feel like this when somebody has like bad vibes. When you feel the person is like an evil, you can like perceive the energy that
Yes,
person. Yeah, it's like Jesus. Somebody is like approaching. And the same happens when a person has like good vibes, when the person is like smiley, when the person is kind. You feel, yes, you kind of feel.
yes.
Interesting word now with Valentina. Memories. Jesus. Oof. Memories. What can you tell us about that?
And I like that word because I like to remember the good moments that I had with a special or near people person. And it is a name of a song that I like.
I remember the name of that.
The Maroon 5 is
Of
a
course, Maroon 5
no,
yes.
no. There is another
and One
song.
Direction.
No?
No. It's a DJ with a black guy.
Valentina, don't lie, Valentina.
Okay. Well, it's a really nice. I'm going to share the song with you at the end. The one I'm talking about. I can't remember the name very well, but I know the word memories is there on the title of the same. Okay, good. Good words. I like those words. These beautiful words. Control. Wonderful. Good vibes. memories, or the memory. You have memories or memory. Okay. Now it's time to talk about connected speech. Once again, remember that connected speech is pretty much combining the sounds of words so that we can speak like a little bit more fluent, especially when it comes to to have like an open conversation with a native speaker. Let me tell you that all of them, and we try to imitate them, all of them use these kind of things, but sometimes even knowing that they used it. So let's go straight to this exercise. This is really simple. I'm going to use it as an example. So the explanation. Unlock the code connected speech. Okay, when a word ends in a consonant, okay, and the next word starts with a vowel sound, speakers link the words together so they sound like one word. This can make it difficult to understand, but the examples that we got here are pretty like decent. Okay, so we have the words went and the preposition in. Okay, went, in. We don't usually separate the sounds. We don't speak like I went in. Okay, we don't usually say that. I went in classroom. No, we usually say it together. So the example is here, went in. I went in the classroom. I went into the classroom. Okay, so went in. That's the phonetic transcription of it. Now we have the sound of it. The sound of it. We don't usually, once again, separate the words or syllables. We say it together. So the sound of it, the sound of it. Okay, here is the phonetic transcription of the same, and the way we have to pronounce it, the sound of it. Okay, we say it like that. Sometimes words that end and start with consonants that are also linked the same way, especially for instance, with the consonant S, especially with the consonant, for instance, T. Okay, so let's leave. Let's leave. Okay, you say it together. Let's leave. You don't say let's, and you don't pause your speech. You just continue. Let's leave. Sounds like, as I was saying before, let's leave, and here is the phonetic transcription. Okay, and now the exercise.
Teacher, what about understand it?
Same. Look, understand and
It.
understand it. Got it.
Understand
Got it.
Got it.
Okay, good. Native speakers usually use this, and the idea behind today's lesson is to better understand what they say, okay? So the exercise, we are going to listen to a track, and you will have to complete these two sentences, okay? Pay close attention. Let me check if I am sharing the sound of my, no, I am not. Somebody, first of all, yeah, first of all, it's difficult to identify the sound. Well, now that we cannot know the rule, it is like we know they speak like that, and the idea is to start using this too. Okay. Once again, listen to the example and the exercise, and you will see why I'm talking about that.
Audio 8.5. 1. They went out when it started to snow. 2.
This smells like chocolate.
Audio 8.5. 1. They went out when it started to snow. 2.
This smells like chocolate.
Once again, this is the last one.
Yes, one more time.
8.5. 1. They went out when it started to snow. 2.
This smells like chocolate.
Okay, now try to use the annotate tool in order to complete the sentences, okay? Let's see
No,
what
la primera is too hard. The first one.
the first. I'm going to help you with the first word, okay? They went, okay? That's the first word. They went what?
Went out.
That's it. Okay, write it there, write it. Use the annotate tool. Diana says, the answer to exercise number 2 is smells like. Do you agree with her?
I hear it's a small.
Sí.
This is small, like, okay. Smell or smells?
Smells.
I'm going to go at it for you.
What is it smells like?
Like,
Probar.
no.
Like
Yeah.
esto, olorcito.
Olé.
Ah,
Oh,
Ajá.
yeah.
yes,
Como
yes.
que cuando
I
usted
want to
pasa por
translate
Max
the
I
Burger y
word.
huele
No.
salchipapa.
Okay, it can be, pay attention, it can be a noun or a verb, okay? To smell, right? To perceive the odor of something, to smell like, okay? When you go to Max Burger, it smells like picaditas. And the smell, okay? The noun, the smell, el olor, okay? The smell. You can also say the odor, okay? Okay, good. I just want you to listen to it one more time because I would really like you to identify the way it sounds, okay? We could do the exercise, but I want you to like clearly identify it. Use the mouse.
Audio 8.5. 1. They went out when it started to snow. 2.
This smells like chocolate.
Uy,
Okay.
es que como termina en S y en la otra palabra empieza con S, entonces la pronuncian full rápido. O sea, como que solamente hubiese una S.
That's connected. That's it. That's connected speech.
This is like chocolate.
Okay. So the S, as there are two, the S is just pronounced once, okay? This smell, okay? This smells like chocolate, okay? That's why. And the first one, they went out when it started. Same happened here. I don't know if you could edit when it started, okay? They say it really fast. And that's something most native speakers, not to say all of them, commonly do. Let me clear all drawings and let's continue with more exercises. Okay? Once again, here I am with some listening exercises for you. So 8.7, listen and write the words you hear. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? No. Let's do it together. Let's do it all as a whole, all right? As a group. I'm going to play the recording 3 times. I know this is a difficult topic because you need to understand the words that are like together. That's why it's not going to be twice, it's going to be 3 times.
Audio 8.7. 1.
He likes the smell of it.
2. You can't leave it in the house. 3.
It was an old house.
4. I was worried because it was late. 5.
Be careful, it's icy.
6. She gives me a lot of presents. Audio 8.7. 1.
He likes the smell of it.
2. You can't leave it in the house. 3.
It was an old house.
4. I was worried because it was late. 5.
Be careful, it's icy.
6. She gives me a lot of presents. 8.7. 1.
He likes the smell of it.
2. You can't leave it in the house. 3.
It was an old house.
4. I was worried because it was late. 5.
Be careful, it's icy.
6. She gives me a lot of presents.
Okay. So, number 1, the smell of it. The smell of it. Good. You can't what? Difficult one?
Living. Leave it.
You are near. You are this. Oh my God. I'm gonna help you with the first word.
Leave it.
Okay. You can't lift it in the house.
Living.
Lift.
Living.
No, lift it.
Leave it.
Like lift it. Okay. Okay.
Living. Leave it.
Okay. Thank you. The math teacher over there. It was what?
An all or something.
Yeah. It was and all. Okay.
All.
It was and all. Okay, the connection.
It was an all.
It wasn't no. It was an old house. Boring?
I was worried, no?
Yeah, somebody said the answer over there. The correct word is worry. Sorry, worry. Jesus, worried. Okay, worried.
I was worried. Oh,
No, that like that. Okay, I was worried because it was late. Okay, be careful. Be careful. What difficult word? This is a difficult.
It's
I
I understand.
Highly.
It was difficult.
It's
I
silent
can hear
or
the word.
silent.
I
Give me a
don't.
second. I'm going to grade it. Sorry, it's size. Size.
Size.
What is sizing?
Size. Okay. Come on, try to be. I'm giving you the answer. Try to be curious. Look for it on word reference. Please don't, for Jesus Christ. And a lot of that you have forgot. Try to use word reference, okay, in order to understand it. And the last one, I think it was Mayra, the one who answered the exercise number 6. I think was you. She gives me a lot of presents. Very good, very good. Okay, we are going to listen. Yeah.
Sizing. No.
Sorry.
No translation for sizing.
Yes, in word reference is know the meaning of sizing.
Jesus. Then Google it. Like, give me a second. I'm going to
No.
share with you. Here is the da 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 da. Yes. That's what it means, okay? I've already shared the meaning of the saying with you. Okay, good. I'm going to, give me a second, chun, chun, chun. Yes, da, 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 da. And remember, smell of it. Okay, before like we finish today's class, let me tell you that it was great to be here with you. We're going to listen to this for the last time before we finish, for you to have like a clear idea of the pronunciation of the same. Yes, Mayra, tell me.
Teacher, but I don't understand the idea of the phrases.
Teacher, es como que cuidado, está pegajoso. Algo así, ¿no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So he likes the smell of it. You can't lift it. Well, maybe it's because the context of the same. So remember that when you lift something, it's like you abandon that something. Okay, this word, you abandon that something. Okay, or you simply go out as a person. And if we talked about an object, it's like abandon. And live, which has like, let's say, the same pronunciation, it's totally different. Okay, we talked about the fact of being alive. Was and all, it has two connections. Worried instead of boring, but both are really similar, that's why. And Saisi gives me a lot. Okay, this is the last time we're going to listen to it. Thank you for real very much for being here.
Teacher, the time is over.
Yeah. No, Jesus. No, we are not going to listen to it. That's the end. Ladies, love you so much. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy it with your families.
Y la foto.
The same
And
for you.
give me a second. Let me stop sharing. 3. Okay. Yes, crazy.
Wait.
Give me a second because I need to.
I can't.
Like, Jesus, how can I do it? 1, 2.